like inside look about why these are so popular.
At work, at the gym, and everywhere in between, Tommy Copper's got my back. There's no way I could get through my day without it.
So we've got to talk about the compression socks. I know you've heard of compression socks, you know, over the years, and these are different in that they're not tight, they're not uncomfortable to either put on, wear, or take off. You can wear them all the time. They're not just for any one particular reason. And we've got them in a few different designs so that you can wear them all the time if you would like to. We've got the ankle socks, which you see right here, and I'll show it to you on my little foot. And it just goes to the ankle, and you do have compression in here, so you can get a 4-pack of the ankle socks, or you can get a 4-pack of the over the calf socks. Now with over the calf, you can have your regular or you can have your wide over the calf, and you can see the colors there because you're getting a 4-pack. Your basics, your sunrise option, your seagrass, or your summer night. And we're gonna remind you of that as we get throughout the presentation. These are unisex, so not just for the ladies or the fellas, they're for everybody.
Yeah, these are, and what I absolutely love about these is these are your summertime socks. These are what I call the air-conditioned compression socks. And the reason why is because, see this right here? Notice how the pattern changes. This is actually ventilation for your legs, and it happens on both sides. There's 8 panels right there to help your feet breathe better. It's moisture wicking, which is really amazing. There is extra padding in the toe and in the heel down here, which means that these socks are going to last twice as long as average socks before they get holes in them, and we call those the Ultra Guard sock. We also have 360 degrees right around the ankle, right around the heel, and the metatarsal pad just above it, in order to help keep that arch supported where it's supposed to be. There's padding back here in the back. It goes into the ankle, but up above it, back here into the Achilles, and it does that to prevent any rubbing or chafing that happens in the back of shoes. And then the primary portion, the strongest compression, is here. And as you go up and towards the heart, you can see how the weave gradually gets looser and looser. That's because we want to help that circulation go out of your feet and out of your ankles and up and towards the heart where it's supposed to be, and an amazing wide stay top band. A lot of bands on compression socks are very thin and very skinny. If you've ever had any of those, you know that when you do that, what happens is they dig in, they leave marks in this area. You end up with redness and soreness and uncomfortableness all in there. That doesn't happen with these. They stay put, they don't fall down, they don't roll down, but they also don't dig in and leave those uncomfortable marks in your legs.
And I know, as Laura was explaining the difference between these and the others, if you've had the others, you know exactly what she's talking about, those marks in that skinny band. And I think you will be pleasantly surprised. I know you'll be pleasantly surprised when you get these home. I have on the ankle sock right here on my hand, and I can feel the compression. That's not too much, and it's not uncomfortable, but you do feel that, and it really is a help to relieve temporarily those minor aches and pains and muscle soreness that you get. The way you choose, you can choose ankle or over the calf, or if you have a wider calf, choose the wide over the calf, and then you choose your size. And I'm gonna show you a sizing chart here, okay? These are unisex, as I said. You've got small, medium, large, extra large, and it's gonna really kind of be based off of your shoe size. So I wear a shoe size of 9, so my socks would be a medium. So it kind of, you can see where you fall, and go ahead and pick yours up. So you choose your basics, and if you want the basics, you're gonna have black and white and gray. If you choose the sunrise, you've got your brighter colors, including that really pretty coral and that hot pink. The seagrass is gonna be your shades of more aquas and blues, and then of course you have your summer nights, which is also a really beautiful option as well.
And one of the things about the colors too is that when you see these colors, once we sell out of them, we never repeat the same colors and the same styles again.
Okay.
So other than the basics, the black, white, and the gray, we do repeat those. But all of the different colors, the variations in the rainbow, if you see one here that you love, I think they're really pretty to be able to have them that way because they don't look like medical socks, right? They don't look like these medical compression socks that we're so used to seeing. The other thing that we're not used to seeing is somebody pulling off a compression sock as easily as I just did right there while I was talking. And notice what I'm doing now. I'm putting on the compression sock very easily too. Notice there's no special folding technique. There's no rolling technique. I literally just scrunch it up like you would scrunch up any pair of socks. I get it over the toes, I get it adjusted over the heel, and then I pull it on and up over my leg, just like this, ever so simply, because we have a special 4-way stretch in order to make these compression socks easier to put on, easier to take off, and they're intended for long, all-day wear. Here's the thing. Compression socks don't help you if you're sitting in your closet. So if you've bought them in the past and you've shied away from them because you put them on and you were uncomfortable after 10 minutes, then we're not getting the benefits. The benefits of compression are that they help provide that temporary localized improvement in circulation. I can literally tell you they help your circulation, but they only help it if they're on your body. They have to be on your body for that to work. And we wanted to bring you a sock that you could really truly wear all day, every day. I learned about compression when I was 40. I was on a very long flight and my legs got very swollen. And I came back and I went to the doctor and I had all sorts of testing done. And the cardiologist looked at me and he said, "You're healthy." And I went, well, that was a lot of money to spend to find out. Thank you, that out. But you know, he said, you need to wear compression socks and you should be wearing them all the time anyway. Everybody should be wearing compression socks in their everyday life because they do help with your circulation.
Yes.
And that's one of the biggest things. So now I learned then that I wear them day in and day out. These ankles, I live in. I live in them in the summertime with my tennis shoes and the wintertime with my tennis shoes and my boots. Of course, I wear the over the calf anytime I'm wearing a pant or a legging or something, and with all the fun colors, you can make a part of your outfit.
You should, and you really should. And that's the thing. You've got something that's really giving you benefit, and it's easy to wear. And you'll notice Laura didn't break her nail. She wasn't huffing and puffing. She wasn't calling the socks names. You know, that's what we've done to traditional compression socks. The fact that you're getting a 4-pack, it does encourage you to not only get them, but wear them every day in your everyday life. You can see over 1 million pairs of these have been sold, and now would be your time to get yours. So let me just remind you, you can get 4 of the ankle design or 4 of the over the calf. And if you get the over the calf, you can get regular or you can get the wide over the calf. What's the difference?
Yes.
How much
and so
difference
I actually have it right here to show you. So the regular is 18 inches around your circumference of your calf, and the wide is a 22-inch circumference in the calf. And you can see how the difference is right there as I start to stretch it out. Basically, what I want to tell you is if you order winter boots and you order winter boots in a wide calf, then you should get a wide sock. But if you can get winter boots in a regular calf, then you want to stick with the regular sock because you do want to be able to have that compression benefit to help with the circulation. If it's not hugging your leg, this is not a tight squeeze, this is not sausage casing, but it does hug your leg and it's very comfortable and you feel it. I mean, I always feel more energized the more that I wear this, and I swear to you, I think it's like, okay, all right, I have more energy, I have more blood flowing through my body, and it just goes to my brain, and I just feel like I can do more in the day. I feel a little bit more like Superwoman on these days. So it's really good. But when you have a sock that lets you feel, you know, you feel the relief of the aches and pains and muscle soreness, how many socks in your closet can you say do that? Relief of aches and pains and muscle soreness, that's massive.
It really is. When you think about, this is an article of clothing that you're putting on, because what other article of clothing do you put on that actually helps you to feel better?
Exactly.
Most of what we put on does not help us to feel better, but these do. Look at that. Donna just, again, slipped them on. This could be how she's lounging at home. So when we say wear them all the time, you get 4 of them. You don't have, if it were just 1 pair at a time, a lot of times compression socks, you buy 1 pair at a time, and they're expensive.
We sell 1 pair at this price, 50 cents less. 1 pair at $39.50.
You're getting 4 pair for what breaks out to be just under $10 per pair of a sock that's designed to help you feel better overall. And they're unisex. So if you feel like, well, I want 4 pair for myself and I want 4 pair for my partner, that's what a sale price is all about. So definitely do it. You've got them on FlexPay for $13 and change. You're getting such a great value. Every time we bring them in, we sell them out. and it takes us a while to bring them more in. We've already sold over 1 million. Over in the last, few visits, we've sold over what was that, 2,500 or 25,000? I couldn't see that far. So many of you love these, over 25,000 just in the last few visits. So this is your time to get yours. Can I show the colors again? I want you to choose your color. Choose ankle or over the calf or wide calf.
Pretty.
The colors are
Yes.
perfect.
So I love
get
the basics
anyway.
right? You always get 2 blacks for anybody who wears uniforms. The blacks, the whites, the grays, those are always good for them. And of course, if you're somebody who can share sizing, you can share these with your husband or with your sister or whatever. If you just want the blacks for yourself, gift the gray and the white. Yeah. And then you have the sunrise, so pretty with the fuchsia and the tangerine. And then we always try to give you a white and a gray to have some more neutrals in there. The seagrass is gorgeous with our deep blue ocean, and then the aqua ocean. It just reminds me of different oceans from around the world. And the summer nights with just the sky as it starts to become dusk, and then the lavender, and then the white and the gray there too.
That's
so beautiful colors.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's the color that Donna's wearing, the summer nights.
Summer nights,
yes.
Yeah, so that's the lavender there that's in the summer nights. And you can really see our ventilation panels really well on this, down the sides. That allows your leg to breathe. So we have winter socks and we have summer socks. This is Copper Life by Tommy Copper. And when our inventor, Tommy, about 13, 14 years ago now, he was in a really bad water skiing accident. And when he was in the hospital bed recovering, the nurses said, you need to wear compression socks. And he couldn't put them on by himself, and he couldn't take them off by himself. And so that's literally on his computer, he started researching how to make them himself and create them. So he did that. And this is where we ended up with a patented sock. It's patented, right? With copper Zenergy built inside of here. What's copper Zenergy? It's copper and zinc, and they are permanently infused into the fibers, but it's not itchy. So many companies out there take a copper sock, they put it into a liquid, they spray it on top of the sock. When you spray it on top of the sock, when you throw it in the washing machine, what happens? It starts to wash out and dissipate little by little, so it eventually leaves the sock. With ours, the way that we've constructed it, you don't have to worry about that. You're always getting the benefits with wash in, wash out, machine wash, tumble dry low. You don't have to have any special maintenance with this at all whatsoever. And that copper benefit, one of them, it's really cool, is anti-odor. Anti-odor and socks. I call it stinky toes, right? So when I have a lot of nieces and nephews, and I always play with them, and their toes, I go, oh, stinky toes! Yes. And they just giggle and giggle and giggle. But if they were wearing these socks, and now one of them is 10 years old, and his toes, they're no longer stinky. They're stinky.
They are, yes.
Because he plays, baseball and the whole thing. And let me tell you, these socks help to cut that down so much.
Oh my gosh, that's good. That's good. He's starting early.
I say he's starting early, and I also say it saves marriages.
Yeah. These are the benefits you get in your socks, in addition to arch support, in addition to the padding, in addition to the fact that you're not going to walk a hole in these as quickly as you walk holes into traditional socks. Did you also catch at the beginning of that UPF sun protection rating of 50 plus? So these are those extra benefits in addition to the compression, the moisture wicking. They're going to be comfortable to put on and take off, and even while you're wearing them, and that odor, anti-odor technology that's built in as well into your socks that you wear every day. And I'm glad that we've got a few different options for you. If you want maybe the ankle socks for sometimes when you are maybe wearing, shorts and things like that, but you still want that compression benefit, you've got it for you. And the set that I'm showing to you here is from the Sunrise color story. If you want the over the calf, I would really kind of suggest you get one of each set. Definitely get the basic colors in your black, white, and gray, and then get one of the other fun colors as well and really have a good time with it. I know that a lot of you are buying more than one set of 4. Definitely do it. At this point, I think, Laura, we've become smarter and understand compression is so important.
Yeah.
So the fact that you can get these is huge. Let me tell you one other thing. If you don't have an HSN card yet, and you've been saying, I'm gonna get one, okay? Oh, get it now, because we give you $40 right off the bat. We put it in your account, and you can use it towards any purchase that you make at HSN. Just visit hsn.com/HSN card. And so if you do that, then these socks, we give you $40. These are only $39.99. They're on us. I love it. I want you to do it. In our last minute or so, I want to show you again how easy these are to wear.
Yeah, I mean, they're so easy to take on and off, and that's really one of the things that we tried to truly create for you with the compression sock. So many of them have, I've worked for other compression sock companies in the years, and you've had a special folding technique or a rolling technique. Some of them even have zippers to get on. Notice what I did. I literally just scrunched it up, and then when you scrunch it up, you pull it over your toes just like you would on any sock, and then up your arch, over the heel, just like this, and then when you adjust it into place, just goes up your leg, just like that, ever so simply and easy with the compression. Most compression socks are not that simple or easy at all to do. You wouldn't be able to do it while you're talking because you would be out of breath entirely. You would be struggling like, oh my gosh, it's so much work. I know, I mean, we laugh about it, but we know it's true because we've all been there. That's why we're laughing about it. So these really do make a difference to help you feel better. They help to reduce the aches and pains and muscle soreness. They actually help your muscles recover faster when you're wearing them. So we call it shortening the recovery time of your muscles, but they do. Your muscles, if you've started to injure them or do anything to them, the more you wear these, the faster you'll start to feel better. The ankle socks are amazing too, fantastic for summertime. They still have the compression benefits and the arch support. And of course, they have the Ultra Guard technology, which means they have a little extra padding on the bottom to help prevent holes from coming in, so these socks will last twice as long. And a side note that we haven't mentioned at all, they have sun protection, UPF 50 inside of these too. So if you're trying to protect your legs from sun, it offers that too.
I love that. I love that. And this is the thing. I'm going to wear these all the time. I'm going to wear these at work. If I'm somebody who's on my feet all day, how perfect are these, right? If you are somebody who, and as you're listening, you're saying, yeah, I need that. Yeah, that would benefit me. I want you to go ahead and start shopping for them to make sure that they're on the way to you, and from the moment you get them, continue to wear them.
I have a little insider information. Normally, I know our customers expect that we will have a Sock Today special in June. We do not have a Sock Today special. This is today's special pricing we're giving you. We do not have one in June. This is our summer sock, so when we sell out of them, we're going to sell out. My next Sock Today special is not until December, and that's with a winter snuggly sock. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on TV, but I just did. But it's in December.
Not like
so way far away, and it's a winter sock. This is that summer compression sock that helps your feet air condition. I call it the air conditioning, right? Because it has the ventilation panels there on the side to allow your feet to breathe, moisture wicking, stay dry, and still get all of those amazing benefits of helping the circulation in your body. If you're like me, I have been going through a really big remodel in my home. I had a water issue, and it's been an absolute disaster. I have been living in these because I am on my feet working right alongside these guys for 13 hours a day. My legs are tired and they're exhausted, and this has been allowing me to continue and work harder and faster too. I know it, because the days that I don't put them on, I'm like, oh wait, I gotta go put these socks on because my ankles are already bothering me. You know?
Well, you really miss it. And that's the thing too. I'm glad you mentioned that too, because sometimes you don't know how good they could be because you don't have them. Get them home, start wearing them, and then take them off for a day or two. Your legs will tell you where, or will start asking you, where are those compression socks, okay? You're getting a set of 4. If you need more than a set of 4, go ahead and order them now while we have them. And I love the scoop of do it now. Don't look out for them again at a better price until later, late at the